Good morning, friends. It's Pastor Laura here getting ready for Sunday morning worship at the Mills Church. First of all, a couple of things happening today. We've got a big Sunday at the church. This morning, our district superintendent, Ismael, will be here preaching at our 10:30 worship service. Praise team will be practicing at 9:30, so if you want to join in and practice with our praise team, you can. We'll have muffins at 10:15, just a little bit of time before the service to gather. So if you'd like to come and join us, we've got muffins at 10:15, worship at 10:30. This afternoon is our Transgender Day of Remembrance service. This is our third year of hosting this service in our community. Um, Transgender Day of Remembrance is a really important time of year to bring awareness and to talk about the increased risk for transgender people of domestic violence, of violence in general, and even of suicide. And this especially affects younger people. And so we want to bring awareness, but we also want to remember those lives that were lost tragically and far too early this year. And we'll be doing that. We have a list of 62 names from the United States, although there are way more than that across the world. But we will be doing that at 4 o'clock today. I will warn you that for some people, it may be a difficult service because we do share details and information about how people passed. And so for some of us, that may be really difficult. And for others, we want to be sure that if we can, that we can be part of that and raise awareness and just listen to the stories of other people. So that'll be at 4 o'clock today in the sanctuary at the church. We're thankful for some other people who have joined in to help us with that, Robin Davis and Polly Adams. And so it'll be a really nice service. We'll have candle lighting at the end of the time together, and we'll have some communal songs that we'll be singing. But it'll be a largely ecumenical service. So for anyone, no matter what your background, this is an opportunity just for us to gather and to remember. After today, there's really a lot happening as we head into the swing of Advent. Next Sunday is Christ the King Sunday. It's a day when we celebrate, the sort of totality of the Christian year. We celebrate the kingship of Christ, and we're going to do that in a special way at the Mills Church with a tradition I've used in the past, but we're bringing it to the church this year. And basically, it's a way of sort of talking through the Christian calendar year. So, and a Sunday that may not seem like a high Sunday to some of us because we're ready for Advent to start, actually is a very high Sunday in the life of the church. So we're going to journey through the entire Christian calendar year next Sunday, beginning with Advent and circling all the way through Epiphany and Lent and Easter and Pentecost. And I feel like I left something out. But anyway, so through all of that, we're going to journey through all of that. We're going to talk through the Christian calendar year, and we're going to celebrate sort of just the whole journey of our Christian life and what it means from start to finish. And so that'll be next Sunday. One of our young people, Savannah Sexton, will be preaching the message next week. And y'all, I just want to say I'm so grateful to be in a church with all these people who just feel called to help and to lead. And so we're excited to have her preaching. But that'll be next Sunday. Also next Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we will have our church decorating party. It usually doesn't take us a long time to set up, but we do need help. So if you are available next Sunday at 4 o'clock, we're going to have our decorating party. We'll gather in the sanctuary to pull out the Christmas tree. In our church, we don't do a traditional Chrismon tree, although we do have Chrismons on our tree. If you're unfamiliar with what a Chrismon is, it's literally short for Christ monogram. So, think about how in the South we love our monograms, right? Like you got your initials all over the place. People put it on their cars, on their jackets, on their sweaters, whatever. But Christ monogram is what that's short for. And it's symbols that remind us of Christ. So things like the cross, the star, the anchor, all of that sort of stuff. So we have some of those on our tree, but our tree at the Mills Church is more like a family living room Christmas tree. So we always invite people to bring your family ornaments, your personal ornaments, things that you would like to put on the tree. And we invite you to bring those and put those on the tree. At the end of the season, if you want them back, you can take them on Christmas Eve back with you. But some people choose to leave them. So we have a whole collection of like our church family Christmas ornaments. So it kind of feels like our family Christmas tree when we gather on Sunday mornings. So it's a little bit different. That'll be next Sunday at 4 o'clock. So come decorate with us and celebrate with us. It'll be a lot of fun. And then stay tuned for further announcement. Renee is helping us put together a list for people who would like to buy a poinsettia. Those poinsettias will stay in the church throughout the Advent season, and then you can take them home on Christmas Eve after worship. Lots of fun stuff coming up through the Advent season, just so you're aware. During Advent, we have a special series that we're going to be doing that is all about our favorite Christmas movies, but also tying it in with our stewardship campaign. So we're talking about a season of generosity and giving. If you are ready to go ahead and make your pledge for the coming year, you can do that through our website, which is themillschurchrm.com. And there's a button at the top that says stewardship. There are online pledge cards available there, but we will begin officially our stewardship campaign in December. So we'll be collecting those cards all throughout December as we prepare ourselves to plan our budget for the coming year and look at stewardship together. So it's a really important time of year. We're going to do it in a fun way, talking about our favorite Christmas movies, celebrating the Advent season, but that'll be tied in with it. So anyway, that is all of our big announcements for today. Don't forget, I said that, but also November 28th is our rescheduled date. That's a Tuesday for our craft and crochet morning. We weren't able to do it this past week because of sickness and other things. And so the 28th, we're going to gather at the church from 10 to noon. There's no formal stuff behind this. It's just bring your favorite crafty stuff and come hang out in the fellowship hall as we do crafty stuff together. So that's it for this morning. Please join us for worship at 10:30 this morning. It'll be live streamed on Facebook, YouTube. I almost said Yellow Pages. I don't even know where that came from. YouTube and Twitch. So we hope to see you there. Or you can join us in person. We'd love to see you in person and gathered for fellowship at 10:30 this morning at the Mills Church. We're at 911 Falls Road in Rocky Mount. All right, friends. See you all soon. Please worship with us. Let us know how we can be praying for you and what we can be lifting up and praise for you this week. Have a wonderful morning. Bye.